If you're looking for a sporting event or a concert this fall, you're in luck. But watch out for the scams. We'll tell you the easiest ways to protect yourself from fake tickets.
Guys, I didn't get tickets to the Taylor Swift concert.
Your closet, your profit. Find out all about the new thrift store that's come to Bloomington, and this one has a unique twist.
Plus, an Indiana man is going home a millionaire after winning America's Got Talent. We'll tell you all you need to know about the talented Hoosier.
We're sitting down with Miss IU to hear all about the upcoming Crimson Cupboard food drive. Hear all about the food drive and how to get involved.
Feature twirler Sydney Butz is here to talk about her experience as the only twirler at IU and what this historic season means to her.
Hello and welcome to What's Up Weekly. I'm Carson Johnson.
And I'm Grace Morocco.
Grace, it's the start of October. How do you feel?
I'm so excited because the start of October means the end of October is coming, which means it's Halloween.
Of course it is. How do you feel about Halloween?
So excited. My Halloween costumes, I bought them. They're shipped. I'm going to be a singer, but I'm not going to tell you what singer because it's a surprise.
Are you working late?
I might be working late. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Well, speaking of singers, with Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert coming to Indy this November, excitement is at an all-time high. But with that excitement comes a dark side.
Scammers are targeting fans looking for tickets. We dive into the latest scams hitting the market and what you can look out for.
Fall is high season for ticket sales. And next month, Taylor Swift is coming to Indianapolis. But for many, what's supposed to be an exciting concert turns into a scam.
I just felt really stupid. I was like, why am I so trusting, you know?
Madison Wren Barger knows the story all too well. Last summer, she bought what she thought were tickets to Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. But it was all a scam.
So I had sent the money through Zelle, and then he was like, okay, now I need another fee so I can get the ticket to you. And I was like, what? He was like, got all defensive and then ended up just blocking me on Facebook.
$500. That's the amount that she couldn't get back since she verified the transaction. Madison isn't alone. The Better Business Bureau has processed 30,000 complaints about ticket purchases since 2022. So how can you protect yourself?
The big thing is for people to do their homework, make sure they're buying from a reputable professional reseller. Also do your homework on pricing of tickets.
Use a credit card instead of a peer-to-peer payment app and ask if the reseller offers a return policy.
These people, they can be really convincing, and you just don't be blinded by, trust your gut. If you don't think it's real, it's probably not.
Now here's the thing, if you have been scammed, you need to act quickly. The longer that your info is out there, the more harm that scammers can do. Contact customer service right away, report it, get your money back, and hopefully those tickets.
Bloomington has acquired yet another thrift store, but this one has a bit of a unique twist. Eclairis was founded by 21-year-old Skylar Marloff. It allows anyone to rent a booth in the shop and sell their clothes commission-free. Marloff started Eclairis to give people an opportunity to shop sustainably and make some extra cash. She says her mission is simple: to bring money to the community, cut down on clothing waste, and make sure everyone in Bloomington has access to the clothes they need.
I mean, we have enough clothes on this earth to clothe everybody that's here and to come for like 10 years, if not more, and we just don't need more. So I think this is an option, and sustainable fashion is a way to keep those circulating instead of just letting them pile up.
To find out more about Eclairis or rent a booth to sell your lightly used clothes, visit eclairis.com.
Up next, we have a special guest coming into studio who you might know from the Miss IU pageant.
Stay tuned for what she has to share. Welcome back to Trending Topics.
Yep, Carson, we're talking a lot about concerts today, but this is a special story that just blew my mind. There's an uproar in India after Coldplay tickets sold out in minutes, just like some other concerts. We have one that's coming to Indy in November, Taylor Swift, but then they resold for outrageously high prices. Within minutes, the tickets were all gone. They quickly appeared on other platforms for as much as, get this, $11,000. $11,000. 11,000. For perspective, the World Bank says India's current GDP per capita is $2,500 a year. Now, Carson, I would never, ever pay $11,000 for probably anything other than going to school here at IU, but never a concert.
That's a little bit crazy. I mean, considering how much a dollar is worth in India, that's quite actually your entire life savings that you're spending on a Coldplay ticket. That's outrageous.
I love Coldplay, but not for me, guys.
It's spooky season, and with that comes another year of fabulous costumes. We all know that Halloween costumes are heavily influenced by the current events going on any given year. But what will the most hot costumes be this year? Thanks to an NRF survey, we have some insights into that. Of course, we have the greatest hits. Every year for the last decade, the top adult costumes have been the Witch, the Vampire, and Batman, with Spider-Man and the Princess taking the cake as the most popular kids costume. Personally, I predict we'll be seeing a lot of Deadpools and Beetlejuices thanks to both of those movies getting sequels in the last few months. Also, keep an eye out for the Inside Out emotions as far as kids' costumes go.
I could definitely see the Deadpool. I didn't think about it until you mentioned it, but it could be a women's costume or a man's costume.
That it could. I know Lycra bodysuits are a very popular tradition for Halloween costumes. I know I did Spider-Man for 4 years. So
I love that. I think there's going to be a lot of leopards out there because leopard print's really in. Sabrina Carpenter's probably going to be a big one. Maybe Glinda, since the Wicked movie's coming out.
I never thought of that.
I think any of those could be really big. Now, America's Got Talent has crowned its newest winner, and he's from right here in Indiana. A Terre Haute janitor, Richard Goodall, took home $1 million during the AGT finale Tuesday night. Goodall went viral after winning Heidi Klum's Golden Buzzer for his rendition of Journey's Don't Stop Believing. He's worked for the same Indiana school district for 23 years, but now he'll be headlining from a slot in Las Vegas.
Coming up, we chat with a familiar face you might have seen at IU football games. You won't want to miss it. We're back now with IU's feature twirler, Sydney Butz. Sydney, thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, first and foremost, you are IU's feature twirler, of course.
Yes.
What does it feel like to have that responsibility?
Oh my gosh, it is such an incredible honor. Growing up twirling, I'm from Wisconsin, and I've been twirling since I was 2.5. And so growing up at my studio in Wisconsin and watching all of the girls older than me go on to twirl at Big Ten schools, SEC schools, and schools across the nation, I've always wanted to twirl for a collegiate marching band. Specifically the Big Ten. I'm a Midwestern gal, so staying here was honestly the dream, and being able to do that for Indiana and represent the Marching 100 and the Hoosiers on that level has just been the most incredible honor.
I bet it is. I see you every game day, twirling that baton, and I love watching you.
Well, thank you.
It's amazing. But so how did you get this position? What was the audition process like and the practice leading up to it?
Yeah, so actually, this is quite interesting. IU's Marching 100 has not had a feature twirler since 1994. And so I am a junior this year. This is my 3rd season with the 100. But during my senior year of high school, I remember talking to my coach back home, and she said, I know IU used to have a twirler a long time ago, but they don't have one currently. So you could always reach out to the band director, and the worst they could say is no. So I basically sent an email his name is Dr. Eric Smedley. He's one of the co-directors of the Marching 100. And I emailed him and I asked him if they would ever be willing to bring a twirler back to the band. Coincidentally, I was coming to IU for the Ohio State game that year, and I ended up meeting with him and actually doing a spontaneous audition. He kind of just turned on music and he said, okay, go for it. And so I went for it, and then I was offered the position 2 days later, which was an incredible turnaround.
My gosh. So
yeah.
You auditioned for something that wasn't even available.
Yes.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yes, thank you.
So how do you go about training and preparing for your performances?
Yeah, so the 100 practices 4 days a week for 2 hours, and we have 1 day a week off. And then typically the night before a game day is a stadium rehearsal. So we'll go in the stadium from 6:30 to 8:30, practice all of our drill, all of our routines and shows full out so that the directors can watch the drill and make sure everything looks good. Since I am restarting this program, I don't have a coach or a choreographer or anything. So So it's all me, which is really fun.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are shocking me like more and more. I did not know any of this.
Yeah,
this
well,
is
thank
amazing.
you. Thank you. It's really fun to get to have that kind of creative outlet. So I've really enjoyed that. But yeah, I make up my routines and we do a new show at every game. So that's really, really fun. And sometimes it can be a bit challenging, especially if I'm kind of having a day where I'm not feeling so creative. But other than that, yeah, we practice four times a week and then, yeah, just make up my routines from there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what's the response like from the audience? Do little kids ever come up to you asking for pictures or even autographs?
Yes, all the time. So I would say our two biggest areas throughout game day to connect with the audience are first the walk. So that's where we perform for about half hour, and then the football team all walks through and they get off the bus, they walk into the stadium. It's a big thing. Everybody cheers and makes a tunnel for them and gets them pumped up before the game. We get to be right face to face with the audience, and that's really special. Another favorite part of game day where we get a ton of fan interaction is called third quarter band. So during third quarter, we walk around the concourse and play just some IU traditionals, our school songs, our fight songs, all of that. And so many little girls and little kids are all around the concourse. This one girl gave me a high five and she told me she was never washing her hand again, which was so cute. But yeah, I take pictures with them all, and they all say that they want to do lessons from me and just cute things like that. So it's really special to see how much of an impact we can make on game day.
That is so sweet. I love that.
Of course. Well, I have to know, what's been your most rewarding moment or moments so far as IU's future twirler?
Ooh, that's hard. I feel like there have just been so many incredible things.
Just too many to name.
Yeah,
I
I would
know.
say actually one from this past weekend stands out. Obviously, we had a really rainy game this past weekend, but the Hoosiers are now 5-0, so that's very, very exciting. We're on the road to hopefully a bowl game. I don't want to jinx anything, but that was so much fun. And during the third quarter band after this past game, I was hanging out and taking pictures with a bunch of little girls. And actually, it meant so much to me. One of the band members came up and he was like, "My favorite part of game day is watching you interact with those little girls on game day." And I don't think I had ever talked to him before, maybe once or twice, but it was just the sweetest thing. And that just felt so rewarding and so awesome to just hear that from someone and know that I'm not only, making an impact on the fans, but also the other people in the Marching 100, because they truly are the most incredible people ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like IU royalty. It's so cool to hear about all this.
So thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in, Sydney. We loved hearing all about it.
Of course.
Well, coming up on What's Up Weekly reporter Oliver Carr gives tips on how to save money on all things fitness related. Make sure to stay tuned.
We are joined now by representatives from 2024's Miss IU pageant, Kat Nagler and Victoria Topolov. Kat, Victoria, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, of course. So tell us, what's the food drive all about?
I'll let you go.
No problem. So basically what we're doing for this food drive is we are doing a donation of pastas, all sorts, different types. It could be boxes, cans, bags, anything. So the main thing of our goal is about 500 pastas, and we are together with Domino's Pizza and Kiwanis Club. And
Yeah, so Kiwanis Club of Bloomington, I partner with them a lot. We do a lot of food drives with them. I attend their annual Boys and Girls Breakfast Club, just kind of different events around Bloomington that they host. So we do a lot of collaboration with them. And with them, our goal is 500 boxes of pasta, and all of these are going to the United Ministries Food Pantry. So there's also other organizations in Bloomington doing fundraisers for other non-perishable items. So we were just assigned a pasta because that's what we've done in the past. So we're just super excited to stand at Domino's and collect our pasta boxes.
Exactly. So you mentioned that it's going to be at Domino's. So why is it at Domino's? What's the big deal about that?
I think they just have a connection with the owner. So he's also been in collaboration with Kiwanis of Bloomington. We're also utilizing the sororities here at Bloomington to also collect. So we have 8 chapters collecting boxes for us as well. So we're hoping to reach that 500 goal.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you guys do too.
And it's for a good cause. Well, tell the people, how can they find you? How can our audience find out more about the food drive?
Through our social media is our biggest presence. We have a couple flyers around Bloomington as well, but just stopping at the Domino's on Walnut, you'll be able to see us. We're there from 11 to 2 p.m. So through that time frame, you can stop at Kroger on your way by and drop some off and get a free coupon for pizza.
Awesome.
Well, Kat, Victoria, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And when we come back, we're going over the trending topics. Stay with us. If you're tired of your wallet getting a workout every time you hit the gym, we've got a solution.
Oliver Carr shares his tips on how to keep up the fitness grind on a budget. Oliver?
Well, guys, IU has so many different opportunities to stay active, stay fit, and a lot of it is for free. The SRSC offers so many different classes, biking classes, HIIT classes, whatever suits you, really a lot of different times, whether it's early in the afternoon or late in the evening. But if you're not into that, if you want more personal experiences, they do offer paid classes for smaller groups of people. There's opportunities for female-only classes at a little bit more of a price. But if you don't like that normal gym environment and you want to work out from home, Peloton actually offers a 50% student discount. And they share all kinds of classes on, not just on the bike. I know they're famous for the bike, but there's all kinds of like running classes, stuff like that, small weight movements that they offer.
50?
I'm actually amazed by that. So we get the opportunity to pay $600 a month instead of $1,200. That is.
It's actually only $699.
Oh, okay.
$699 for Peloton?
Yes.
Oh, you just changed my life. But wait, we have to buy the machine though, don't we?
No, absolutely not. There's a lot of classes that have nothing to do with the bike that Peloton offers with, of course, the same instructors who are world famous. So lots of different stuff.
Keep the good news coming.
Absolutely. Well, I've got some great stuff for you. Another thing I want to talk about is nutrition. One of the other expenses other than working out. If you have a dine-in like meal swipe card, IU offers various programs. One of them I want to highlight is called Net Nutrition. They offer all of the menus. You're able to track whatever you're going to eat, track your calories, track your macros. So if you want to focus on that, focus on your nutrition versus working out, because not everybody has time to work out. That's a great way to track. And even if you don't want to do dining swipes, HelloFresh offers a 55% off your first box discount and 15% off all of your next boxes. So if you're interested, students get a big discount on, and having regular meals that you're able to make is one of the easiest ways to keep your calories consistent, keep your intake consistent, and stay healthy.
For sure.
Of course, I've heard great things about HelloFresh. I might have to hit that one up too.
Yeah, it helps you increase your cooking acumen as well if that's something you're interested in.
Yes, well, I can't cook as it is, so hopefully
we'll get you right. We'll get you right.
You can learn.
And one of the other ways I feel like getting active here at IU is through like recreational sports when it comes to like whether it's intramural sports or working out at the SRSC. But a lot of that is equipment. I know personally I'm in soccer and I found it hard to find cleats, but I've got a great news for you guys. The IU Surplus Store has fantastic deals on all different kinds of like sports equipment, whether it's like shirts or shoes. I have to tell you guys about this. I just bought cleats from the store. Normally they're like $200. They're like a nice brand new set of like nice Adidas cleats. Got them for $40, guys.
That's amazing.
Like saving 75, 80% on a lot of this stuff. They also have tons of like IU specific, like nice Nike and Adidas gear there that's way below. Normally you're paying $100, $150 for that sort of thing, but at that store you're paying $20.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
You just cannot pass that up.
You do love to hear it.
And other things, technologies and equipment. Apple does offer student discounts, 10% off Apple Watch. So it's a great tool. A lot of people like to track their calories, track their movement via the Apple Watch. So 10% off on that. And a big one coming up here soon, Amazon on October 8th and 9th is offering their deal days and 50% off a lot of workout equipment. So if you want to stay home, I know the SRSC has a bunch of weights, but if you don't like that environment, stay home, get your own weight set. 50% off, guys.
That is so
Incredible.
Good. Thank you so much, Oliver. You had so many good tips.
Thank you.
Killed that. When moving right along, we have WOO correspondent Sydney Moore at the Bloomington Animal Shelter to tell us about our pet of the week. Sydney?
The week's pet of the week is Snow. Do you want to tell me a little bit about Snow?
Yes, Snow is a 3-year-old domestic short hair. He's been with us since August. He came to us when his elderly owner had to go into an assisted living home, so he prefers a quiet home. That's what he's used to, but he really likes living with other kitties, and he's a little bit shy here, so when you come to meet him, don't expect him to really pop out of his bubble, but we do anticipate that once he gets into a nice, loving home, that he'll show his true personality. Just come down to our adoption center. We're open 12 to 5, fill out an application, go through adoption counseling, and then take your new kitty home with you.
And that's what's up this week. Tune in next week for more local and entertainment news.
Be sure to follow us on social media. As always, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IUSTVWoo.
For What's Up Weekly, I'm Grace Morocco.
And I am Carson Johnson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.